What's good, my swaggers? As you can see, I'm back with a brand new video. Yeah. So basically, this is a different type of vibe coming on this channel. I done posted on my Instagram and stuff like that. But this is pre-recorded. I'm doing it for a pre-recorded thing. So basically, what we're gonna be talking about on this podcast is about life and like lessons that we learn in life, for real. Cause like you never know what you gonna have to go through in order to get that, get that point in your life that you say like you did all you can do and shit like that. But yeah, it's like it's so many different things we can talk about on this podcast. Like for real, like I say we can talk about music. Basically, we can talk about music. We can talk about love lives and stuff like that. So like, just stay tuned for it and whatever. But the topic I'm gonna talk on today for real, is something that I just went through right then. It's something that I just went through right then. Like, I want to talk about the challenges of life, the challenges that you gotta go through to live life in this particular world and environment that I'm in. Like, people see you going up. People see you doing what you do best, knowing that you came from a bad history and you turned your name around and shit like that, and now people want to tear you down. So that's what I want to talk about for real, because like people never know what people go through for real. Like, you never know what all of us go through. It's something there. It's something just there that people feel like they have a need to talk about you and shit like that. But I call BS on that. I call bullshit on that, because like, you gotta understand from a person, like a personality for real. You gotta understand, like, people will really fucking tear you the fuck down just for you to feel like you ain't shit, you ain't worth shit and stuff like that. And this coming from experience, cause I've been through it. I had people that fuck with me just to fuck my life up. I had people try to come talk to me and boyfriend, girlfriend type shit relationships and shit like that. Like, you gotta understand the challenges that, I know I keep saying you gotta understand challenges, and it's true. You gotta understand challenges. And stuff like that, because you never know. You never know when it's gonna hit you. You definitely don't know when life gonna hit you for real. Cause when life hits you, it's a fucking done deal, because like, you got, like, for real, life hits you hard. And I say that because I've been hit. For real. I've been hit, things that happened throughout the year of 2023 fucked my life up for real. And for me to bounce back like this with a podcast and shit, it's giving, like, the podcast is really giving, like, this is what I was known for. This is what I was made for, giving advice to people when they need it and stuff like that. So like, that's why I feel like me doing podcasts and shit, it actually hit different. Now, I would say this, Bold Swag, Big Swag 2 times, that's my real personality for real. Like, at this point, it's my real personality. Cause I don't do nothing but keep it a buck with everybody I fucking talk with or I fuck with. For real. I keep it a buck, shit like that. And like I said, it's not gonna be all sad podcasts is coming into this podcast and stuff. You gotta switch it up for real. Like the podcast is still, like, you know, I was hesitant on it at first. But when I start looking at it and like I start thinking about it, I'm saying like, shit, being in a podcast type shit, it will actually help you for real. So, like I said, there's 2 ways you can find me on my podcast. On Spotify, I gotta make that up. I gotta make that go and shit like that. And on YouTube, and on Bigo. So I will, like, as soon as I drop this video, I will put all the links for my podcast in the description below as soon as I get everything situated, as soon as I get everything done. Like, so, like, basically, it's like an update / topics we talking about. Like, we going in and out on shit for real. So, like, basically on this channel, we're gonna actually do live podcasts. It's like people coming inside the podcast, you know, we talk to them and shit like that. Then we doing like interviews and shit like that. So those the main 3. Like the podcast is when I talk about shit, and like the interview podcast is and the interviews that we do like in person and stuff. And like I do have another YouTube channel. That's where all you gonna see like me in person for real. It's like when I do pranks on my friends, or like I do a story time, or I do a mukbang, Q&A with my best friend, Q&A with my boyfriend possibly, and stuff like that. So like, you know, I feel like this is where Big Swag 2 times was coming to. I felt like this is where it was gonna come to, like me being a podcaster, a broadcaster. I think I can say broadcaster. I don't know how to say it for real. But like, yeah. So like, you know, I had to do a little sidebar, but I'm going back into like what I was talking about for real. Like, yes, like 2023 was the year. I fucked up bad. I'm not gonna blame it on nobody. I'm gonna blame it on myself for real. Cause I did the shit myself. I had that shit on point. Like for real. So I can't blame nobody else for my decisions that I made in 2023. I gotta blame myself. And that's why I said, like, life will hit you hard for real. And like, I've been trying to blame it on some people, but like, I realized you can't blame it on people. You gotta blame yourself. You gotta encourage yourself and improve yourself for real. Like I said, 2023, worst year of my fucking life. 2024, I'm doing shit like this. I'm doing stuff like this. I got a fan base on Bigo. I got a fan base on Instagram. It's not as much of a big fan base, but it's a fan base. And I got a fan, like, Bigo and Instagram. I got a fan base on those 2 apps for real. And I really noticed that as soon as I put my mind and shit to it, as soon as I put my mind into shit like this, it came like correct now. It came easily, like saying like, you got this, you can do this for real. And like, that's why I said, if you going through something for real, and like, you know, people try to tear you down and shit, my advice for you is don't let that shit happen. Don't let that shit happen for real. Because like, you know, shit like that, it will hit you hard. Like, you can't let nobody talk about you, bro. You can't let nobody talk about you. Like, yeah, I understand that. But if you want to be drama free, want to be peaceful, like enjoy your life, live your best life, I mean, cut the bullshit. Like, no sugarcoating shit. Cut the bullshit. And I'm saying this for people that need it, and then I'm saying it for myself as well. Cause like I gotta learn, and everybody else gotta learn when you gotta say enough is enough, and like you gotta do this shit for real. Because like people don't know what people go through. Like I said earlier, like don't nobody know what you go through for real. Only you. So like I want to make this like content for y'all, like for y'all can like, you know, chill, like, you know, it be like chill vibes in it, and then like, you know, we speak on main topics like, you know, R&B, rap, hip-hop, like, you know, stuff like that, fights, baddies, you know, anything y'all want. I'm gonna do that shit for real. I'm gonna try my best to get Baddies East, or I'm gonna look on YouTube and see what the fuck was going on Baddie East, and I will give y'all that podcast and how I felt about that show. For real. So like I said, I'm just making a how you say it? Making a layout for y'all. Like if y'all need somewhere to go to, like y'all just need to talk to somebody. Like either though you ain't gonna be talking to me, but I will be talking to you. And like, you know, like I said, I'm gonna put everything in the description below. And like for real, don't be scared. Don't be scared to comment stuff that y'all want to talk about, or comment stuff that you're going through. If you want to do that on the personal side, on the back end, I will put my Instagram link, like my Instagram shit, in the description below. Like for real. So like this is basically like a outlet, basically like an outlet. Like it's an outlet for people that's going through shit right now. So like, you know, or like people just wanna like enjoy like listening to something, like, you know, shit like that. So like yeah. But without further ado, like yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about and stuff like that. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all follow all the links below in the description. I'm gonna try my best to give y'all the best content I can on this YouTube channel. Gonna try my best, even though I'm new to this whole gang and shit. I'm new to this shit, but like I said, well, I didn't say it yet, but like I said in multiple other ones, if I know God got me for real, and I feel like God is leading me to do stuff like this, and like, you know, stuff like that. Like I feel like God is sending me stuff that I'm actually is made for in this world. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow all the links in the description. You know, comment, like, you know, comment anything y'all want to see, and like yeah, I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the back end. Love y'all.